Glad to have you with us from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Army Black Knights offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? You've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
It's caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to, the quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. Oh, what a move to get room. He's loose. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Syracuse with that legacy of running backs just ripped up. Touchdown, Cuse! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They'll go to the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really good-looking runner. When you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block. And as a defense, you better limit your mental errors or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. so close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Syracuse mere inches away from a third down conversion. They'll run the sneak for it. Punt is on its way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Release to the back. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Bland. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Orange. Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Setting setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Syracuse. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. And the returner will be brought down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Quarterback on the keeper. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down, now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab, it's Bland. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the Black Knights want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to keep this drive alive. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Castle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Black Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The play action fake. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play is the official. Here on third down. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working that left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Trying to bully their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Army! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives... There he goes! And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Snagged out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. Fit it in the window for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Black Knights in the hurry-up. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Orange. And they turn it into a defensive score. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continue to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw again. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down. Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete downfield. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3 with the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now. Interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Going right to work up top. Quick strike complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on first down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
On third down, he drops to throw. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Black Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
On the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Hauls it in. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still feeling. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to... Oh, he's got some space! How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The give from the gun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Gets open down the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He'll keep it himself. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Trying play action. Touchdown, Black Knights! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
To the end zone, and is picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. From the gun. Give on the inside. Turning it on! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. Looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for the score. Go to the end zone. It's picked off.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Black Knights are in the hurry out. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's open on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Pulls and fires complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He makes a grab. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he will score! Touchdown, Cuse!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record. Touchdown, Orange. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll run play action. Intercepted, number 19. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Thanks to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Oh, better look out. Quick spin on the run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You actually probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man quickly.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Working the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
He'll take it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now it's 3rd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Bland. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Looking left. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, and at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Off play action on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Long way to go after the loss on the last play. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that. Unleashes one deep. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Right out trying to get it in. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they take over with great starting field position, moving 36 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Hand off from the shotgun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offense. Seemingly it will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we